The mistakes people make before they leave their corporate job. Hello, I was one of those thinking I had an idea, I'm going to make it work, and the world is just going to fall at my feet. So here's the thing, I was working for a major pharmaceutical company. So I had the backing of that before I stepped out into the world. I had a great job title. When I went, I would literally talk to people in high up places in the NHS, etc., etc. And then when I stepped out, I was Sheena. Who the heck knew Sheena? It was a bit of a shock. So for everybody else, it doesn't really matter what you've done before. You know, you could be CEO of something major, and then when you step out to do business on your own, you are that person because you're only as good as your last job, and you're only as good as what you're doing right now. Your CV doesn't actually make any difference whenever you're running your own business. All your qualifications don't make any difference when you're running your own business. So what we tend to do is we go to strategy, which is what we did in the job. And we do the strategy, and we work things out. But there's some fundamental things to do before that. Because you know what? Strategy is just 5%. Yeah, for everybody who's a left brainer out there, probably everybody, the strategy is the 5%. And the 95% is your mindset. Wow. So here's 3 things that I think will help you. Well, not that I think, I know they're going to help you. And by the way, there's a full webinar down there or up there that will explain it all and in even more detail. So I'm just giving you the heads up for now. So the first thing to do is to set goals that are stupid. Because what do we tend to do? We tend to set safe goals. Oh my goodness, you actually did that when you were in corporate, setting a safe goal, and then you'd call them stretch targets. But you knew you could do them. If everybody worked really hard, you knew you could do them. That's not going to work. Well, it will work for a time when you're self-employed, but that does not work forever because you end up, not only do you not have the freedom, but you have actually a job 24/7, whereas at least the job you could just leave. So you've got to set something that's ridiculous. Yeah, a ridiculous goal. Now, I explain it all in the webinar. Go and have a watch of that. But that's the first thing I want you to do. Set your sights so high that people laugh at you. So the next thing, what's going to happen when you do that? Well, your paradigms are going to kick off and they're going to say, don't be so silly. Don't be so silly. You can't do this and you can't do that. Well, you can. Who said you couldn't? And if you're coming from the past, well, it's never been done before. That's not creation. Tomorrow's a whole new day. Right now is a whole new moment. And right now in this choice, you can make any choice you want. Who said it can't be done? Somebody said that you couldn't run a 4-minute mile. And your man Bannister just literally proved that wrong. What else did they say couldn't be done? Fly a plane? Or have a plane? So many things that said couldn't be done are now done. And you go, but yeah, but that's okay for them and not for me. Listen, you've made millions for a major company. You can do it for yourself as well. But those paradigms are going to get in the way and they need reprogramming. So every time they come up, you're going to have to reprogram them. Don't stuff them down and feel the fear and do it anyway. Because you're going in a vibration of doubt, and doubt will take you out every single time. You'll get results, no results, results, no results. That's not how you want to grow. I mean, maybe it is. You can grow like that if you want, but it's a bit exhausting that way. And then the third thing you want to pay attention to is your self-image. Who is the person? Now, you're no longer a job title. You are no longer part of a major company. So what does your self-image say about that? What does that little tiny person inside you go, oh, best not know. What if I fail? Yeah. You've got to act and not care about failing. Because if you don't fail, you're never going to grow and you're never going to learn. So your self-image has got to be linked with the first thing that's talked about was about your goal. That silly goal, that goal that everybody's laughing at. No, not the safe goal. I mean, if you want to do the safe goal, that's fine, but it's going to take you, you're going to have linear growth. What can happen is that maybe you have no growth at all, and then all of a sudden you're going to shoot up. And people are going to go, oh my God, look at you've done. That's amazing. And it'll be to do with the concept of who you are, the absolute concept of who you are. And I explain all this in the webinar. Take a look at the webinar. And if you're looking to leave your job, make sure it's a 3 to 6 month plan and get your mindset in the right place. And so you can literally launch yourself off. 6 month plan to confidence. Look, you have it now while you're in that job, but wait till you start taking action. Wait till you start actually stepping into the things you said you wanted to do. And you might actually, well, maybe 10,000 a month's okay. Maybe that'll do. What about making your annual salary monthly? What about setting that as your target? And only working 2 hours a day? What about that? I dare you. I dare you. Go on, watch the webinar. Perhaps you'll pay attention. Perhaps you'll give me a call after, but only when you watch the webinar, only when you know what I'm talking about. And if it resonates with you, I can help you with that 6 month plan. There you go. Links up there, down there. Watch the webinar. See you soon.